Run the A strat. Stick together. Get in. They have mollies for post plant. Leaf had 2. I believe 1 might have just been used to clear out already as they start going in.
Both Paranoids just came out, so this is a call for C9 to move in and for GD to hold the post plant. It's planning for a tree as Oxy trying to move in with the Cherub. There's that headshot to Jonah B. There's only 3 players left alive for G2 on his post plant on the attack as Leaf just got spotted at the double stack. Now the shot through the wall, the headshot from Moose. The player is falling down for G2, and C9 has a clean retake to score first. And then that's easy for Trent to pick up here this Nightfall, so that is going to be that winning condition for G2 to turn it around. As the Leaf is walking up towards the staircase, they don't even need that Nightfall to start. Only Zeppa stuck inside that A site. Vanity thinking that somebody's going to be pushing through, and he reads it correctly. Leaf gets picked off, and that's a weapon upgrade. Now it's a rotate coming in. They break up baby door, moving towards this B site, stopped by Oxy with the paint shells, and now G2's pinched, but they're moving towards where it's weak. There's that haunt to move. Oh, the double dink, but no kill coming through. At least Vanity and Oxy are there to trade it off, and it leaves it down to a 1 versus 1. Phantom upgrade. Trent on that plant. Boombot coming in to clear up towards the left side. Give me a chance here for Oxy to clear up the space and gain that space. And after that, Boombot connects. Knows that Trent's in the back site. There's that C's that's going to catch him for a bit. Still not winning for this tap so far. Trent, he's thinking that Oxy's flanking behind. But Oxy has a correct read. There's a side step. I got heard! A backstab execution in the end, and Oxy wins that round. Aiming. Push towards that spawn. Moose was always ready for that.
Yeah.
Gives a chance now for all of Cloud9 to be all grouped up towards heaven.
That's the second time Moose has started these retakes from that drop spot. So even knowing that he's there, still grabbing it. And here goes Oxy.
Showstopper clears out the site, so they'll know the push is coming in towards the spawn once again at the staircase. Vanity slowly moving through as the rest of the attack on G2 are pushing down that staircase. There's that flank from behind as Trent and Jonah B still got 2 before they fell, leaving Icy alone. 1 versus 2. Nice one tap. Long range there. Comes in for the clutch, and that's a way to step up here in your important game, Icy. And then that lockdown immediately gets put down on the attack, though, so that's not going to give too much information for C9. No lineups to break that lockdown either, and looks like C9 looking to flood through. Finally gets broken, but they've lost players in the process. It's a full roster still alive for G2 in his pulse line. You definitely know now for Moose and for Rooney.
Pushing forward a bit into stairs. Moose reads that Leaf is going to be playing outside B, so they're going in 5v4 on the retake.
And I've identified here this aggressive push that's been going out towards that staircase consistently, and Jonah P gets that pick onto Vanity. But there's more players to try to help out. First off, defending the lockdown first. Nice little satchel there from Oxy to move forward to get that pick on Jonah P, but he gets caught by Icy as he was reloading. Looking for that second one on top of the staircase. A tap onto the spike from Zeppa. Snake bites going in towards the tree, but the crossfire has still been set up, doubled up here towards that tree side. But it is going to be C9 land up the scoreboard for a bit until it's a 1 versus 1, until there's no time left. Valen holds it tight, plays the time, because G2 broke that door and pivoted over while C9 was rotating towards this A site. They managed to come back on time now for Cloud9. Nice paint shells at the feet of Valen. Plant coming down, but Oxy pushing forward. Another falls, flicking over towards that left side, but gets denied here by Icy. Once again, Icy taking the upper hand fight against Oxy, and the pit comes down for G2 on the post plant.
The 3v3.
Bot coming back.
The lineups too. You see it from their front B side, out from Leaf. Lands right onto that spike, and that's going to delay even further. Giving a chance here for Leaf to move it with the rest of his teammates, even to go for the pinch in case his teammates fell down on that baby door. But everybody's being decayed so far inside that pit. Going to be very difficult to defuse. And G2 going with the half buy, just trying to use your rifles here or the submachine guns that you bought. But Showstopper still gets invested. Lands onto Jonah P, but Icy once again is there. Counter Showstopper on the attack for G2 as he drops his spike for his teammates to plant, and he's clearing out the site here, clearing the space, gaining the space for G2 towards the top of that B. Looks like C9 wants to answer right back. Immediate flash coming out from Vanity to clear up the top of the B site. Smoke in the front, but everybody's moving in individually now for C9. Nightfall invested for G2 on the pulse plant. It lands with 2, so they identified a third one being Moose outside on that A side. Breaking that door, taking him down, and now Rooney's left alive with the Vandal that he has. Might want to save it once again. Oxy getting ready. There's that first headshot there. The Odin is down from Leaf. Pain shells to push him back, and he makes some noise to fake that he's falling back while he has that support from Zeppa close range. No U till the half out. So this allows Oxy to pop off, leaving out Zeppa on against Jonah P. but he's able to at least save those trades. And now standing alone with 30 seconds left against 3 players, head-to-head, long range against Rooney. Shots are missing, forced to fall back towards C, but he's pinned with nowhere to go.
10 seconds
Read that
left.
like a book. Here's the footsteps. Hello, goodbye.
For C9, Rooney can jump right in and throw the ult down if they want, but do they have the position?
The boom bot missed, but Zeppa and Trent and also Jonah P are going back and forth inside that A site. 12 seconds left on the clock. Leaf on a late lurk.
10 seconds
Plant
left.
will go down, as this might be the pivotal kill right here from Leaf's position at the revolving door. Haunt being thrown here towards that back. Door gets opened up, but the wall came down. Miscommunication coming through. Showstopper that we talked about is now at the ready for Oxy. Popped up and looking to clear towards that back of the site.
Oh dear.
Tap on that spike, a stick on that spike, and Trent's moving around the corner. Lands that shot. It's almost getting defused, and now you're forcing him off of it. Benedict gets that pick. It's down to a 1 versus 1. Classic left hand to Trent. Missed the first shot. It's at half. Trent gets the headshot too. 9-2, only 2 ghosts wielded in this round with lots of util on their side to try to work the A side, but it's a walk contact instead. Can get the trades as Trent
Spike down
lights up
A.
3 to start things off, and that's a spike as well. Bad spacing from C9 to try to go for that trade and cost them dearly. And that's Zeppa that's going to have to recuperate that spike and work alone here as Moose is trying to make a play, trying to cut the rotate, playing in front of that turret. Breaks it finally, but Leaf is looking to fight it. Here's a reload, goes for that swing. Now there's Trent trying to bait out the shots. He lands that one, but that's beautifully done so that Leaf could come out to put Zeppa as the last player standing. Wingman at least to help out to get that spike down. And G2 are closing in.
I didn't know if Moose was going to get more there using the G2 Classic, if he could, like, you know, get the kills onto G2, but it didn't work. It didn't. Only one in trade. But yeah, spike down. Zeppa here just trying to play the ghost from a high angle, and instantly found out Jonah just goes for defuse as they're going to toy with him now.
They're going to smoke on top of that. Nicely done here for G2, not to try to chase down that kill and just play the round and get the round into your favor.
See what happens over here towards A if they can dictate this too.
And they're trying to with the lower buy, pushing forward towards this A entrance, and it's G2 once again with the upper hand.
Yeah.
Jonah P with the headshot knocked on the Vanity, upgrade into a weapon,
One enemy remaining.
and it's not looking good. Zeppa, last piece left behind for Cloud9. Mosh to try to clear out some space. It does hit 2 of them, force them to fall out.
Heading over towards A, this is going to be exactly where the graveyard of KJ utility is.
That's the thing. They created space, wasting util on B, wasting util on C, but are walking into the full util of the A side left behind by Leaf. Killing time for Moose to be able to fight behind whenever he can. Here's the reload, and Jonah P was ready for that. Turned around, but was still caught in a reload in the end. And that may be difficult now for G2 to retake this site. Icy has to focus now on 2 different angles as his teammates are falling down here towards B. Nice little pick by Trent towards that top, but it gets traded out now by Zeppa against Trent. There, finally, C9 working that map here on Lotus beautifully.
Utility over towards C. And Icy says goodbye, Moose, as that B lurk comes through.
As soon as that turret went down, they were ready for G2 to counter that right away. Running straight behind the Prowler and catching the lurk here from Moose off guard, and he was counting on his turret for him to do the same type of play. But he's playing against 2 players now. You're forcing lurks to come out from C9. That was a winning condition in a previous round from Rooney, and it gets picked right away. So this might now force C9 to move towards the C site where this KJ utility is. Nothing is looking good here for Cloud9.
Enemy remaining.
Leaf is there with the Odin as well, and Zeppa once again alone. Paranoia dodges it. Haunt as well. Smoke covers his tracks, and you won't be able to do much there until he swings out in that first smoke, but all of G2's already moving forward.
Ooh, how's he live?
Wait, he's dodging his
How's
shots.
he live?
Bullets left.
How are you live?
Is coming through finally there, and Leaf gets the Odin spray. But G2 has weaponry. G2 has ult. C9 only has a stare. Nicely done. Looks like G2, they want to bring the fight now to Cloud9. Look at the buggies. Drop now for C9. Silas Moose is trying to see the round for his team. 2 kills to his name, but Jonah B stops him there. And G2 gets the first match of this series. Hit, allowing here Moose to delay as much as he can towards that back of the site, but there's that recon dart. The armor wasn't enough to take one down with him. Oxy once again investing into a sheriff this pistol round. Dash activated. Everybody waiting behind now for G2. B main now smoked up. Leaf, when coming into contact, also has a Sheriff, and he falls back within the site with his teammates as they have 4 players within B. Paranoia now to answer back here on the attack that blinds the whole group of Cloud9. Finally, we start tempoing inside that site, and there is that flank coming through, weighted by Zeppa, but his teammates in the front line were all stopped. There's Fury also to clear out the space, knowing that you have a lower buy, and you could close the gap now with the stingers on your bonus. Well done here, connects onto Vanity, but Vanity was able to drop one before he falls. Oxy trying to find an opening here through the smoke as his dash is about to dissipate. Icy gets that pick onto Zeppa though. Rudy's still in the back of that site towards Hell, and Icy's doing a great job now on the entering, containing here the attack position of G2 on this A side, and instantly both players remaining of C9 will fall back and just tempo up. Meloxy is now at the point on that retake. Leaf is just waiting there. Trade comes out from Rooney. That's a weapon to get picked up. They have a chance now to at least take control of A main where there's only Jonah P behind.
Well, paranoia usage if they can get that over towards Jenny. Can't play off it really. Doesn't hit too much in sight. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, they threw it towards the generator and was there to crossfire against his teammates too. And I don't think Vanity could do a joggable right here with the Omen skin. He's just waiting for the drop call, and there it is. Calls it at the beginning, does some damage. There's that flood back from the spawn side, but denied by Trent once again. Moose in the back, and Trent gets 3 in the round for him. Wow. Great entry from the Silva play from Trent. Owl drone to get information too. They can take their time at this point to spot the last 2 players in the front of the shed. Double ping from the Owl drone too. That's just unlucky now for C9 on the attempt of the retake. All 3 players stuck inside the site for G2, and they could play the time now. Rooney and Vanity just looking to spray. Silver lining is his paranoia. Maybe that could do some work. Double bounce through. Jonah P closes the gap. Vanity gets the pick. 4 kills in a round. Trent cannot get the ace. Rooney gets the last 2 picks. Second Fury. Oxy gets that pick though onto Icy. Shock darts coming through from the top of the entrance of the A side. Updraft trying to stay alive, and he does. Valen dropped out to the spawn. Jonah P wins that fight against Vanity on the top of tree. The rest of C9 looking to fight back, but they don't have that paranoia to work with anymore. Oxy trying to lean out and comes head-to-head against Trent. Drops down towards that site to find information, and he will do. A crossfire setup from Jenny and from Hell, but the shots are coming in. The kills are coming in for G2. To be able to fight, he tried to. Couldn't dash away down to now 9 HP.
He's got to be calling for an overgrowth, right? Heal me, heal me.
Can't right now because of the null command. But at least C9 gets 2 picks coming through. Plant now coming down for G2 as we overextended towards that spawn. Confident in the plays. The lurks denied. The retake clean for Cloud9, not needing.
Super smart by C9 too. A lot of tree control has come from G2 to not even want to put the lockdown in tree. They put it in spawn, but Trent starts off with the Odin.
And Valen 2 onto Oxy. That's Bladestorm down, but just around the door, it's Zeppa by the switch. A flash now, second kill onto Icy. Combination with the snake bite from Rooney placed onto the site. Spike is now down, last 2 players in the front. Pop flash coming through, and that's Rooney triggering the last kill.
Vanity gets pulled up. I was going to wonder when they play the Odin, he gets a kill off it right away.
And a second one from Oxy. There's that op that they wanted right away. Took an eco. A second round updraft. Oh, wow. But he's getting spammed and hit by a molly. Traded instantly, and an opportunity for somebody else for C9 to take the mantle of the op if they want to. But look at this poor position he have while this spray is coming through. Moose has taken all control of top mid, and we'll be able to hear the rotate.
The rounds on Lotus that they won, Moose was all the way out. C9 had the map read, and they play so much more confident. I mean, look at this already on the other side of the wall for C9.
But Zeppa's alone if they clear it correctly, but they don't. It's traded out, and there's that backside from Moose. Trades it out, and there's only one left, Jonah B. On a 1 versus 2, 31 HP. Rooney to look to pull that wall down. Jonah P couldn't spot him. Neither did Rooney. Plays the angle, and there's that gun sticking out. Vanity.
They stayed decisive on this one. They're going to let Vanity be able to TP over if they need him.
Oh, gets caught here while he drops off the box. That's a 1-for-1. There's that Hunter's Fury. A little bit too late, though. That allows here Oxy to get that pick into main. A ping onto 2. With the 3rd beam of that Hunter's Fury, Trent only has a Sheriff. Let's move in somehow and then find a weapon. It's towards Hell. Cover it first. There's that plant. Which means that both G2 players might have to play within the site towards Hell. Counter paranoia out from Valen, and the drop. flash towards heaven. It actually blinds Icy, forced the fall back. Backstab though onto Moose. Never caught him. Nice second one there onto Rooney and avoids the dog. What? Jumping up towards the air, dashing away. Door looking to get broken, but a big advantage for G2 now. Has a lockdown as well for the pulse plan is G2. As Leaf is holding towards the A main, instantly pops it right after as the plant comes down. Turret now being broken, contact in the front, contact also towards Generator, but it's G2 still holding their grounds in the pulse plan, leaving Oxy and Zeppa. The last two players now for Cloud9 on the top of heaven, waiting for that lockdown to dissipate, and finally it does. But there's just too much spray to happen. Finally Zeppa tries to make a play, but that's the only play he's going to be able to make. We're also going to try to leverage this with a single initiator. A Sky Flash to find first contact, walking through towards the mark, and that's 3 players of G2. Looks like the plan was red and ready. But Leaf with 3 right clicks!
He gave him the G2 Classic. Oh my gosh. No way.
That was insane, as now the plant comes down for Cloud9 at least.
Spike planted.
And that was a big mistake here that came through from C9 when they had such a great opener. An opportunity now for Leaf and Valen to close it out. Both players on either ends have ghosts in hand, but more util with these smokes coming out from Valen. As they look towards the spawn, into the dice, they spot Moose to start things off, and Moose tries to delay at first with the nanoswarms. There's those 2 smokes going towards that back, forcing the players out in the open for Cloud9. First contact being Rooney, denied by Valen. Dropped in the spike, a wraparound. Moose on a 1 versus 1. Spike now tapped, now off it. Valen trying to run around as Moose is playing the clock in his favor. Chasing him down, hunting him down, and there's no time left. Moose dances away and gives around here to Cloud9.
As he's on dice. This B main control can get funky real quick too for Leaf. There it is.
Now at the wall too, and the flash came across, instant spray that gives information and this player towards tree after Jonah P threw that flash. Also gets that pick. Trades coming through, 1 player left. And Jonah P's finding some footing here, and through Snakebite now keeps the players of G2 at bay. Okay. Inside the market, giving a chance now for them to move inside B. It's a 1-for-1. Oxy trades it out for Vanity as they allow here Cloud9 to get that plant inside this B side. All players of G2 back towards the spawn have an op in the hands of Icy. Might be a difficult retake on their end, but at least they have the Odin now from Trent.
There we go. This is what we're looking for. A little flashy dashy. They're in sight. Now it's going to be the operator retake, which makes it that much harder if you're stuck in this choke point. Dashes in, 1 goes down, the veil and drops.
And they know there, the dash came across, and that's Icy holding the op in hand, and Oxy's going to try to find him. Second flash coming through from the spawn. It's a 1-for-1, make that a 2-for-1.
Can he get out?
At this point, he will. All 3 players of C9 staying towards that back of the site. A round will come in for Cloud9 as this second half now, they committed yet. Trying to make noise back towards this A side. The smoke dissipates. The double peek out through the smoke. 1 versus 1 against Jonah P. Now they're here to rotate towards this A side. Even a spike's moving through. Oh, this is going to look difficult now. The rest of C9 towards the A side have to move up quick here while this plant is coming down. And Oxy's still able to find some space and getting the pick off onto Leaf. Give me a chance right now for C9 to work around that map. But now it's all up to Rooney alone inside that site. The opportunity, the window of opportunity now for G2 to try to win that fight against him. Underhand flash to try to clear it. Still the walk for the flank from Vanity. Rooney wins that fight. Very well done in the end. Forcing down G2 to make a play, trying to go and look for information. Now they spot Icy towards that back of the site. Oh no, they're still going for it. After finally the players falling down towards A main, that's Zeppa. And then also Rooney saying, okay, let's finally fall back now towards this B site. Moose has not gone control of B main throughout all of this time, so they have to start making a lot of noise, and we'll run through uncertainty. Shots missed, but Valen's there with that stinger. Players falling down now for Cloud9. Owl drone from Trent does get that ping onto Rooney, and the crossfire is too good. 10 seconds left, a thrifty round in favor of G2 to explode here potentially with the second smoke coming through. There's that paranoia. Nobody's gonna get blinded so far. Valen and Icy with that crossfire through the door. Rooney and Vanity though, we're trying to fight back. Spike now picked up. There's that lurk. Read by Jonah P. Wow. And Vanity now alone.
30 seconds
1
left.
versus 3. Lockdown at the ready. Might be used now by Leaf. Vanity will have to play inside the site for now. Trying to find an opportunity to get a pick. No more TP to come across, so he's going to try to walk out. And as he walks out, just got spotted. Looks back towards the sky. Trent is there with the Odin. Detained. It's over.
That's one way to secure the round for sure. Get him to 11. Playing safe towards A. It's going to be the dash in from Oxy again.
Yeah, the timeout's trying to get that paranoia out into the Jenny. But the crossfire is always too good now as Dicey goes over the updrap in the air. Thunderfury out on the defense. Advantage for Cloud9. Does get a bit of damage. At least on the hold to start things off for G2. Forcing out players to go on a reheal. Beautiful pit now. That's the size of Texas. I'll try to get this plant down.
Creeping in.
Cool, the counter there. The alert from Moose. Advantage for Cloud9 later on. Dash coming through from Icy inside the spawn from the B site, or vice versa. And Icy gets the second one on the board. Vanity drops. Icy is praying for more kills here. He's trying to hunt it down towards the top of the staircase inside that market. Big push coming in towards that spawn, and that's Moose on the lurk, gets denied. And giving a chance now for G2 to close down and close out this round. Right now, both and last players are pinned between all four players of G2. Nothing really that Rooney could do in the end. There's that push out from Icy, the confidence coming out. The spike out in the open.
Poison orb emitting.
Hangs on it too. Doesn't just want to give the kill away.
I mean, that's an important weapon.
G2's just trying to stick a foot in the door wherever they can. Nice turret detection here towards B, and the rotation comes in from G2.
Again, that's the troubles here, having no smokes towards that spawn. The updraft towards the air gets backstabbed there by Trent, and the rest of the buy doesn't work out here for Cloud9. Jonah P looking for some pressure in the front of that A side. Smoke now on the attack, also to allow Vanity to TP back and give a chance here for Cloud9 to push inside this A site. Valen though with 2 picks from the back as Oxy and the rest of Cloud9 are entering inside A. Wall now, door now broken. It's not clear. 2 kills out for Cloud9. Up to Valen alone. There's that first pick. 8 bullets left. The dog being pushed forward as they spot him. Vanity with the Odin cannot get the spray. A topper from Zeppa. A high-low. And Zeppa gets the pick. And as the L-Drone gets heard into B main, Oxy's pivoting back here with Moose in the back of the B site. Dash now activated. G2 trying to split inside this B site. Icy and Leaf getting openers now. Watching the flanks. Zeppa cannot find the timing to help anything for Oxy, so you're hoping for him to go nuclear and he can't. Zeppa though gets traded out, and Rooney is too late to come back to assist his teammates. Stuck now on a 1 versus 3 as Trent gets that plant. Orb now up. Jonah waiting. Mollies and nanoswarms actually preventing G2 from moving out. But there's a double nanoswarm on the whole side of the lane. As G2 finally has an opportunity to fight back as the smoke comes down. Moose answers back. And it's an Odin and Vettel mirror match. Spray by Trent towards that spawn. From the spawn into the B main as the spike's planted inside the B site. Underhand flashes galore. Oh no! The trap by Odin! High-low, but saying tucked in at hell and at heaven. Now, as you're scaling up here towards the generator, the crosshair set up here for the pick, but it's Icy that opens it up, and those 2 positions get fully denied from the pathing that G2 had towards the generator. Runa catching one, but then gets traded out by Valen. Zeppa no opportunity to catch some players on a reposition off the post plan, shooting behind 2 players. In between 2 players towards the hell, and that's it. Another advantage in series for G2. All of G2 at the ready to retake this site. Early paranoia comes out here from the garden. Flashes out to counter out from Zeppa, as there's a stalemate for now. Zeppa now out of util, denied here by the knife being thrown. Just trying to run that clock down as his teammates unfortunately are falling down towards the A main. Double hell setup at the same time. Moose trying to fight back towards the tree. There's that smoke, the double drop. It might be it right here. Vanity, Moose left alone. Stuck onto the spike. Halfway through, picked off, and G2 with the pick on the rise as they move forward in the Stage 1 playoffs.